Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, lovely people out there. With the winter fast approaching, a traditional dish in many Pakistani households is carrot pudding, or how we say it in Urdu, Gajar ka halwa. It's a bit time consuming, but easy to follow steps. And I would like to share my recipe with you today. I generally make carrot pudding in a bulk amount, and then I make small portions and freeze it. And when I need it, I take out a portion or two as per the requirement, defrost it, warm it up a little bit, and serve it to my guests. So today I will share my recipe. I hope you enjoy it. For my recipe, I use fresh carrots. I know a lot of people who tend to use frozen carrots, frozen baby carrots out of the freezers. That's perfectly fine as well. But it's just my thing that I think fresh carrots taste better to me than frozen carrots. So today I'll be using 1 kg carrots, and with that I will give you the measurements for 1 kg carrots as we go along. So first we take the carrots, wash them, then we peel them, and that's what we get at the end after peeling. So for 1 kg carrots, I use 1 whole bottle, 4 pints bottle of whole milk, 3/4 of butter. From that, 3/4 I'll use from there, and 2 cups of sugar I will use for 1 kg. But of course you can adjust the sugar amount according to your taste. So if you like it more, you can add more, or if you like less, you can reduce it. So I'll just repeat that. For 1 kg carrots, you would be using 1 bottle of whole milk, so 4 pints, and 3/4 of the butter from there, and 2 cups of sugar. You can use white sugar, brown sugar, whichever you prefer. I prefer brown sugar, so I use brown sugar. And for butter, you can use butter, ghee you get from Asian shops, or you can use even margarine. It's really up to your choice. I prefer to use butter. So these are the only 4 ingredients that I use. The next step is grating. I have an electronic grater, which I will use to grate my carrots. It's pretty quick doing it in that, but if you don't have one, you can always use the traditional graters. It takes slightly longer, more effort. That's why I believe people use frozen carrots, because you don't need to grate them because the baby carrots are already small enough. But I use, because I've got an electronic one, so I use my fresh carrot. But you can always use that one if you're using fresh carrots. But if you're using baby carrots, you don't need to grate them because they're small enough, and you can just put them straight in. Now, with the full heat on, I have put in my butter. So one side I've got the grated carrots, and I'm melting my butter on the other side. And once it's completely melted, I will start roasting the carrots in it until they are slightly roasted, and then I will add my milk later. So we roast that. see now the butter has melted, and this is carrot water. The carrots release water when they're being cooked like this. So we have to cook them until all this water has evaporated, and the carrots are now getting softer. And once the water is evaporated, you will have a very nice smell of slightly sauteed or cooked carrots. So we're going to cook it until then before we add the milk. So this is nearly ready to take on the milk. So you can see all the water has evaporated. So we should be ready for the milk. So now we're going to pour in our milk, the whole bottle. Now the milk's in, and we're gonna let that cook. It's now over medium heat or low heat. I generally tend to put it on low heat so that it can cook while I get other things done around the house. And I just every now and then I come in and give it a little stir so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. So that's it. It's ready to just sit and do its own cooking on low heat for me. And then hopefully in the next hour or so it should cook itself down to a pudding. And I'll show you at what point I will be adding the sugar. So let this just now cook itself. As you can see, the milk level has gone down. So that means the milk is cooking itself down. As you can see, half of the milk has cooked down. So it's pretty much half or even less than what we initially put in. So I'm going to put in my sugar at this point. Give it a little stir. Put the next batch of sugar in. Put the next batch of sugar in. Give that a little stir. And then let that milk, sugar, carrots, butter now, all the ingredients in. Let it cook down completely, stirring occasionally. Now as you can see, the milk has thickened pretty much and now bubbling away. At this point, the bubbles, they jump out of the pan. They're going to be splatters now. So you just need to watch out for your hand, that you don't get splatters on your hand, because they are very hot. The frequency of stirring increases from here onwards. I stir it, and I prefer to put a lid on top to keep the splattering within the pan, and then removing the lid to stir again. So as I said, the amount of stirring would increase from here, especially scraping the bottom so that the milk doesn't stick to the pan. It's turning into a really nice golden colour now. Still need to cook it down. As you can see, this is now nearly ready. All the milk has cooked down, any excess water has evaporated, and the butter has started coming to the top. Final few bubbles, and we are ready with this. I will then show you different ways of serving it on its own or with ice cream, as you would like. So here it is, the final product. Can be eaten plain, as you can see. You can add almond flakes on top. It's another way. So if you don't have no nut allergies, almond flakes just takes it to the next level. And my utmost favorite is warm carrot pudding with a dollop of vanilla ice cream. That's my classic. I hope you enjoyed my carrot pudding recipe. If you like, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you soon with another recipe. Bye.